Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Dr. Shabazz here. So in this video, we will learn how to perform and interpret a two-way repeated measures ANOVA in R. This analysis is used when we have one continuous dependent variable, two categorical factors, and repeated observations from the same participants. For example, we may measure participants' performance score at three different times under two experimental conditions. In this situation, time is one factor, condition is the second factor, and every participant provides multiple related observations. So, a two-way repeated measures ANOVA provides three major results: the main effect of the first factor, the main effect of the second factor, the interaction effect between the two factors. So, in this way, we will also check the assumptions before conducting two-way ANOVA with repeated measures in R. So we will consult our PowerPoint presentation to discuss the assumptions, criteria, and threshold values to accept or reject the hypothesis. So in this video, I will demonstrate how to import and examine the dataset, convert the data from wide to long format, define the participant identifier and experimental factors, calculate descriptive statistics for every condition, check normality potential outliers, assess the assumption of sphericity, conduct the two-way ANOVA repeated measures, interpret both main effects and the interaction effect, apply sphericity correction when required, conduct adjusted pairwise and simple effects comparison, calculate effect sizes, create an interaction plot, save, and then report the complete. Please watch the video until the end. If you find it helpful, like the video, subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications for upcoming videos in R data analysis. So now we will import our data in R. So I give my dataset to ChatGPT and need and receive the coding so that we can copy and paste the prompt to import the data in. So we'll copy this prompt and then paste in R, then press enter. So you will see this dialog box and then select the data which is in the same directory we are working and then open. So we have successfully imported our data in R. So we have 40 observations where we will check the score before and after in method A and B. So before conducting the further analysis, we need to see the criteria, threshold values and assumptions of two-way ANOVA with repeated measures. So two-way ANOVA repeated measures test one condition between subject factor, one within subject factor and their interaction. So a practical mixed ANOVA lesson with assumptions, sphericity, post-hoc test and interpretation. So mixed ANOVA means two-way ANOVA combines group differences and change over time. So in this way we will ask question, does the change in test scores over time differ between teaching method or not? So between subjects, teaching method, this is a product movement, interaction, multiplication. Within subjects, time, before and after, and we will test the test score. The interaction asks whether the groups change differently over time or not. So there will be four effects. Main effect of method: do the teaching method groups differ on average across both time points or not? And then main effect of time: do scores change from before to after training when averaging across methods? So in this way interaction we will see when we multiply method with time, that means this is interaction and impact product movement. So does the effect of time depend on the teaching method? If significant, inspect the change within each group and compare groups at each time point. So we have total 20 observations. And we see the assumption includes sphericity for 3 available points. Assumptions: independent participant between groups, related repeated measurements within participant, continuous outcome, approximately normal residuals, no serious outliers, sphericity, and the within subject factor has 3 plus 1. So in case of threshold value, we will see p-value should be less than 0.05 and partial effect size 0.01 is small, 0.06 is moderate, and 0.14 is large. And we will check Mauchly, p-value should be greater than 0.05 to check the sphericity, and use greenhouse Geisser correction if mandated. So now we will come back to our data R, where we will do the next analysis. So we will copy the next prompt to convert method into factor. Mean method is our categorical variable, so we need to make this factor. So I will put this command and then paste in R and press enter. So our method categorical variable has been converted into factor. So now we will convert the data into long form so that we can analyze data in easy way and we can understand it. So in this way you can see we have time before and after. So we have 20 observations. So now you can see with the total 20 observations, method A and B, and time before and after training, and there is score. So now the data is clear to us. Next we will check the descriptive statistics for our data. Copy and paste the command in console and press enter. So we have a mean score and standard deviation. So in method A, before training, the mean score is 52.7. In method B, before training, the mean score is 52.7. However, in method A, after training, the mean score is increased from 52 to 67.4. And the most interesting, in method B, after training, the mean score again decreased from 67.4 to 58.5. So there is significant difference between B to A before and after, and then A to B after. So now we will also check the two-way repeated measures ANOVA. We will copy this prompt and then apply it. Okay, you can see in case of method, the sum of square 96.1 and mean square 96.1 and F statistics 3.051, and the value of P is higher than 0.05. So it means there is not a significant change, there is not a significant difference in case of method. However, it means the method does not affect the test score because the p-value is greater than 0.05. However, in case of time, we see that the f value is 22.266 and the p-value is less than 0.05. So it means time significantly impacts the test score. However, if we see the interaction effect method with time, so we can find that the f value is 1.405 and the p-value is again insignificant because the p-value is greater than 0.05. So it means both method with time does not impact the test score. So now we apply the next test to check the post-hoc